Okay, so I keep seeing the number is 144, and I just saw it again right before I drove off. And when I looked up, there was a bus that passed by, and it said "Wake Access." So it's like there's this energy when it comes to like this 144 energy. I'm getting like there's a lot of individuals that have awakened, and there's like an energetic upgrade right now. There's like an energetic upgrade when it comes to this energy, when it comes to like 144 energy and how powerful and potent it is. There's a lot of individuals that are awakening to this energy, and they have access to this energy. Wow, that's what it is. So it's a lot of individuals that have access, who are meant to access this energy and have access to this energy. Wow, wake, access, yes. And it's also something about an awakening, you awakening to know that you have access to this energy. Something significant about, I'm getting so many things. It's like, wake up so that you can access this. You're awakening so that because there's access to this. It's so much that I'm getting through this, but there's something significant about like growth and learning and divine alignment and divine knowledge, the truth of self. This is things that you're realizing in this time, of just how powerful you are, how potent you are, how divine you are. And there's something about things are coming into harmony with you. Like I said, there's like an energetic upgrade. You're awakening, shifting. Timelines are being shifted, closing out old timelines and getting into the timelines that are way more abundant for you, way more potent for you, way more in alignment with the energy that you're in or you're awakening to. So there's something significant about that. Something significant about like a new beginning for you as well. And you using the truth in who you are, you using the truth of what you know about yourself and the truth about everything else that you've learned to help guide you on this path, to help support you on this path, and to know that you also along this journey supported, protected, and divinely guided. Something significant about that. I'm also getting like you could be more at peace at this time, or this is what's happening in this along this energetic upgrade. The things that used to bother you, they're not going to bother you no more. Those are cycles that are ending. Those are cycles that are near completion. Those are cycles that's not going to go. The things that used to bother you is not going to bother you anymore when it comes to this, this upgrade. You being while you're going through this like awakening. The colors green could be significant. There could be distractions. There could be roadblocks, because as I said, that it's a good thing that I'm like not on the phone. Like I just press record and just talk on the phone. But as I was driving on the highway, and this literally just happened, but I didn't hesitate and I didn't panic or anything. So this could be significant as well. It's like, let me go ahead and finish what I was about to say. So I was driving, and this guy, he had pillows on the back of his truck, and one of the pillows just flew out, and I was headed towards it, but I just, I didn't flinch, I didn't swerve or anything. Like, this literally just happened. You didn't even hear a change in my voice. So there's something significant about that as well. And I think I just said that, like, you not letting things bother you. You're in peace, you're in balance, you're in harmony, and you're just allowing things to unfold the way that it needs to. Like, people, places, and things that used to distract you, that used to bother you, that used to make you feel some type of way, I'm getting it's not going to be like that. I'm also getting like obstacles that try to move you off your path. That's not going to be happening anymore. It's like you're protected from the chaos. It's like you being protected because you're upgrading, because you're awakening, because you're expanding and evolving. It's like the heaviness is not going to try to carry you anymore, because you're lightening your load, you're lightening yourself. It's almost like, you know, you're able to, you're in this, I'm seeing just a symbol of like a bird, you know, and you're flying now. You see things clearer, you have more clarity, you have the vision bigger, you see clearer, and you know, you're not letting anything stop you from speaking the message. You're not letting anything keep you from your vision. You're not letting anything keep you from you, your creation, just who you are, you know. So that wasn't just by accident that just happened. No way. It wasn't, like, literally. You may have heard me pause a little, but I didn't even like swerve or be like, you know, oh, or anything like that. It was just, you know, I saw that in the pillow, it was like, you know how, because we go so fast on the highway, the pillow, like, when it flew off, it was bouncing up and down, and, you know, it was just calmness. It was, you know, no car, but what's good, no car swerved, you know. It was enough distance right before, you know, it even came to me anyway, in any other car. So that's a blessing. That's just, you know, that's just showing how protected you are. See, I said that right when I first started this message. It's like, you're protected, you're divinely guided. There's so much that you learn. It's like you're the creation. You're in, you know, you're trusting in divine support and protection and guidance, and you're blessed. You know, you're protected, you know, from, you know, certain things getting in your way, and, you know, if that makes sense for you. So I know that wasn't a coincidence at all. Right now is a time that you are aligning to the things that are meant to you in this time. And it's like, you're being guided. Also, some people are being guided to take that leap when it comes to, wow, I cannot make this up. Wow, hold on, let me take, this truck right in front of me says, your world protected. I cannot make this up. Hold on, so I can show y'all, because I just need y'all to believe me right now. I hate, like, I know that, I bet you're like, you're driving it on the phone. I gotta get this. I'm so sorry. Well, sorry, not sorry, because this has to be, and we're driving, so it's like, I'm really trying to get in on it. I'm not gonna video it though. I'm just gonna share the picture. It says, your world protected. Wow. I just said this. I just said it. You're protected. So it's something about this 140. So going back to everything that I said, it's something about this 144 energy. This energy being potent. This energy has access to this 144 energy. It's something about you raising your vibration, and you're able to be in this energy. Or you're just able to access this energy. And it's just a reminder for you to know that you're part of this energy, and that you can access this energy. You know, especially if you listen to this message. This message is for you, and it's just a message. It's everything that just I've spoken of, from the pillow falling at the back of the truck, saying that you're protected, divinely guided, and, you know, nothing's going to, you know, the tactics, the obstacles. I spoke of that. I was speaking like it's not going to get in the way. To now we see your world protected. I cannot make this up. So, and I'm going to post this in the community tab, on the community post, and then I'm gonna put this video in it. So I mean, I'm sure you're gonna already probably been and listened to this video by now, but still, there's just this alignment. You know, this is a timeline also where, like, who you are is going to also be shown outwardly as well. There's going to be opportunities. There's going to be so much abundance, prosperity. Also, like, you know, support, help, just in different areas, you know, resources, you know, because that's what's within you. That's what you learned that you have. That's what you learned. That is, it's two trucks that say this. It's two. I wonder if they're following each other. Yeah, it's two trucks that says this. So the truck that I just took a picture of, he moved to the left, and there's and now I'm behind another truck that says your world protected. Your world, period, protected, period. Wow. So this truck moved to the left. So there's something significant about the left path or the left brain. and this truck is in the right. So it's something about your left and right brain. I'm not sure why I'm getting this, but there's something about your left and right brain. They coming together to create, or there's something significant about like you. And I said this before because I'm left-handed, and there's a lot of things that I had to understand. Like I just realized that I just do things different as a left-handed. I've learned that I don't do things the same, or I don't even think the same as everyone else. And it was like a time where I was like, actually, sometimes I still get upset. Like I'm like, why isn't there enough left-handed? Like when I build my home, everything in the house is going to be left-handed, and I'm not going to care what anybody say, because it's like left-handed people had to deal with right-handed stuff their whole life. So it's like I don't care what no one has to say when it comes to like me building it like that, because it's like even when I'm cooking, even when, you know, just with different things, like even with the pots, even with the stove, it's made for just right-handed people. And I know this off subject, but I know it's right on time for someone, because I know it's gonna add, I know everything that I'm saying is gonna be put together. But going back to what I was saying, it's like even with cooking, even with the pot and the stove, it's like having to do everything on the right, you know, right side. Well, being left-handed and you know, things just being complicated when it comes to my cooking. I'm not gonna say complicated. It's just like how to put the pot and just different things like that. And I know some people probably don't even pay attention to that, but I do, because I've seen that it looks tacky sometimes, because it's like, oh, this look, when I saw that there was kind of tackiness, not saying there's a mess on the stove or anything, or when I'm cooking, you know, like a huge mess or dirtiness. It's, you know, how the pot is, or just, I can't describe it, but I know if anybody else is in this situation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I may leave the pot kind of crooked, the handle is, you know, I've had to learn to, like, it's just different stuff. It's just different stuff. I can't really explain it, but that just goes back to what I was saying. There's something about the left and the right brain. Oh, that's what where I was going with this. I was bringing up, like, one of the things I chose to do, like, more studies on that, like the left-handed individual, and because sometimes I just wonder why I thought the way I thought, you know, and I knew it was unique, but it was like I just needed some more information about it. And one thing that I learned about left-handed people, one thing that they do is they like, sometimes you may see someone pause, like a left-handed person. Well, I know for me, I used to pause, especially when I was younger, and I had to figure out what was going on. One of the things that I used to do when I was younger, like when somebody would talk to me, I would kind of pause before speaking, or something that someone would say, it'll take me a minute to respond. Even with a joke, I still do the joke thing to this day. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But going back to what I was saying, like sometimes some things some people would say would I will pause, and it's because what I learned that it's your left and your right brain, because, like, you know, most people only use the right-handed people only use the I believe the right hemisphere of their brain. And so what happens with left-handed people, because they're left-handed but they're in a right-hand dominant world, both of their brains, when they're thinking, they connect at the same time. It's like a synopsis. I really don't want to get this wrong. There's something significant about that. But they try to work together. It's like, just think of these two brains and like this electrocution just happening. And you know, just think about this electrocution in the brain happening, like both of them trying to activate at the same time. So what I had learned is that I'm getting different perspectives. I'm getting different, when someone talking to me, I'm getting different concepts of what they're saying and answers of what they're saying, questions, like anything, like no matter what it is, like that's how I learned that I get different solutions. This is how I've learned that, like, this is why I don't just have one solution or one perspective, because of how I've done that since I was a child. And at first I used to think I was slow. I'm not gonna even lie. I don't know, that might sound funny, but I really did. Like, I didn't think I was slow. I just was like, my average speed, it grew over time, but my average speed of speaking, I had to learn what was going on. So, but going back to what I was saying, so this is why, and then I use it for my spiritual benefit too. So let me tell you how so I'm not only speaking this because of just me. This just may be a healthier way for you to do things. Look up more of what's going on. Like, don't just diagnose yourself because someone else diagnosed you and said you were slow, or you think that you're slow, or you think you're inadequate, or you think you too weird, or no, it's reason behind it. So going back to what I was saying, what was I about to say? Because this part was important. So for the spiritual concept of it, of how I was able to put it together, so you know how I said the left and right brain, they come together at once, right? So this is when I was like, this is where you hear me in the messages where I start saying that, like, I'm just that bridge to get you over that hump. I'm just, the stuff that I speak, I'm just that guide. I'm just that bridge to get you over the hump. And I want you to think of it like that as well when I'm speaking my words, because of what I've learned for myself throughout the years, and because I could connect the left and the right at the same time, and because I think differently, and because the world for so long have only did something, thought one way, or did things with just one way. This is why they tell you to, when you brush your teeth, to do it with a different hand. This is why they tell you when you do certain things to do it with a different hand, because you're programmed to only do it with one way. But with left-handed people, because they're constantly having to go back and forth when it comes to the things that they do, because they're left-handed, but also like this world is right-hand dominant. It's 10% of only left-handed people in this world, and the rest is 90%, So going back to what I was saying about the spirituality and the God and the messages, I learned to transmute that. I learned to alchemize that. I learned to see the beauty in that, in my left and my right acting together, and knowing that I have solutions and perspectives and concepts that no one else does, or may have not even activated or thought of. And I just allow that bridge. When I'm speaking, I just allow myself to be a bridge, to be a guide, to guide you over that bridge that you may not be able to see. I really hope that makes sense. So even when it comes to like the bridge, there's separation. So you can see it as the brains as well. There's separations between the bridge. That's why the bridge is created there. Remember that electricity that I was telling you that happens within the brain when I think? That's what, that's what you can see this bridge as. I just choose not to, see, that just goes back to what I be speaking of in the messages, of just, I have to do it as well. I'm not just speaking on the messages. It may take me a while to voice where I'm doing what I speak of on, but for the most part, I do what I don't just be saying the message. I don't just be saying through the message, you are adequate, you are worthy. I don't say that without, in my areas, getting into the depths and crevices where I need to, so that I can grow in. Cause I don't just do that. I don't do it because it's cute. I don't do it because it's trendy. I don't do it because it's in. I do it because it's from the soul. It's a card that I have. It says, does it say do your soul? Be in your soul, not your role. No, it says something like that. I don't know, but it's I'm like, whoa, that's deep. But it's something about, like, it's a, I can flip it to my benefit. Is just saying, like, I'm not playing a role. I don't speak from a role or speak from, I speak from, like, the soul. I do things from the soul, and I allow it to, do what it, needs to do. I'm gonna let this be the end. This is it.